Hey everyone, my name is Melissa Strange and welcome to another episode of For the Love of Drag. Today we're going to be talking about Rupaul's Drag Race Season 9, episode number 4, also known as Good Morning Bitches. So this episode starts off with the post-Kimura elimination where Aja basically with a new reality check, new lease on her drag life, she just, you know, proved her point in her lip sync and saved herself, and she is still in this competition. And you know, she is under a lot of stress right now, so she's continuing to kind of pick a fight with Valentina. A lot of the queens are also like, Valentina shouldn't have been in the bottom, or shouldn't have been in the top 3, which I agree with. I didn't think that Valentina should have been in the top 3. Lots of people agreed with that fact. It's a new day in the workroom and Ru comes in and announces the competition for the week, which is going to be 2 rival morning shows battling against each other to be, you know, the best morning show that there is. So since Trinity won the previous week and Aja won the lip sync this previous week, episode, day, whatever, they're going to be the team captains. So on Aja's team we have Valentina, Shay, Sasha, Alexis, and Farrah. And then on Trinity's team we have Peppermint, Charlie, Cynthia, Eureka, and Nina. And Nina Bobina was picked last. And I was kind of sad for her, but like I feel like I'm missing something here. Why aren't they picking her? What is going on? And Aja picked Valentina. I think that she picked Valentina first. Now, I don't know if she picked her because she's like, the judges love her, so let me get her on my team so that maybe we'll win. Or if she picked her because she genuinely thought she would make a good, you know, morning host or whatever for this competition or what. I'm just kind of wish I knew a little bit more about why she wanted to pick Valentina first. We don't get to see the finished product of their broadcast. We just kind of get to see a little bit of an edited version of them filming it. We don't get like a full thing. So we do see, you know, some of the funny moments and some of the, you know, funny moments, but not for the good funny reason, more for like the they screwed that up reason. And it was something. Especially considering before they filmed, Team Trinity was having, you know, a lot of drama between Trinity and Eureka. And then I guess Charlie and Cynthia were having problems. There was kind of a lot of issues happening with that whole team, and you kind of could tell that they were probably gonna hit rock bottom with this one. So during the Good Morning Bitches broadcast, I thought that the opening with Farrah and who was it? Alexis, I guess. It's hard to remember. That one was kind of not as memorable, but it was cute. And then you had Aja and Valentina, and their segment was kind of dumb. Like, I'm not sure if they made up the segment or they were given that segment, but it was kind of stupid. I'm pretty sure they had to make everything up, right? This wasn't like the script that they had to like, this is the news that you're reporting on. I think that they could have decided what they were gonna do. I'm not really sure. I feel like this episode was kind of like really quick and we didn't really get a lot of information about what was happening. And then Shay and Sasha Velour knocked it out of the park. Hilarious. Theirs was so funny. I was laughing so hard. Now, I don't know if it's because of the other 2 groups that are pairings in their morning show that went before them were kind of not great, that it made, you know, Shay and Sasha like stand out so much, but oh, I could have watched an entire morning show of just them 2. And I thought that their celebrity interview of Naya Rivera was, you know, it was good. And then on Not On Today's morning show, there was all sorts of kinds of uh-uhs and uh-ohs and uh-ohs happening. That was literally cringeworthy. That is something that would be on YouTube as cringeworthy, and that entire morning show, Not On Today, would be on there. Like, I mean, Nina and Eureka, they saved their entire team. Cynthia also really did a good job considering the cards that she was being dealt in that situation with having Charlie just basically bossing her around, not really letting her be Cynthia. Like, they're supposed to be characters, they're doing their thing, and Charlie was really keeping Cynthia held down. Cynthia was still able to shine through because, you know, she's Cynthia. And yeah, Eureka and Nina's was really clever, really funny, so they did really good. But Charlie hides, no. Trinity, no. And Peppermint, no. All three of them you knew instantly, they're in the bottom. On Elimination Day, the runway is going to be Naughty Nighties, and I thought they said Naughty 90s, like they're gonna dress like grunge or something, and I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. And then when they go on the runway and then Ru said again, oh, their queens are showing us their naughtiest 90s, I was like, oh. I even wrote down Naughty 90s because I was like, yes, this is cool. But it was, I mean, it was still cool. We're gonna get to that, hang on. Before they got to the runway, honey, there was holy drama. You had Valentina basically tell Aja, stop worrying about anybody and just focus on you, girl. Everything's cool. They apologized. They accepted each other's apologies for the nonsense that has been going on, but I feel like Valentina like put Aja in her place and was like, listen, you do you, you don't do me. Do you understand? I loved it. It was so good. And then you had a pretty emotional moment from Charlie talking about how many of his friends that he lost due to AIDS and that whole situation, the AIDS crisis, and you know, from losing friends for drinking and doing drugs because they thought that they were worthless. It was a really beautiful moment for Charlie on the show. Especially considering how Charlie ends this episode, but again, more on that later. So then I think I missed something. I missed the moment where Eureka and Sasha started just butting heads because, like, I caught it, but then I missed it, and then I was like, did I catch that? Did I see that? Did I understand it all? And I'm not sure if I did. So, Eureka made a joke about an eating disorder to Valentina, and then Sasha spoke up and was like, you shouldn't joke about stuff like that. And then Eureka took that as Sasha was mad at her. So then Eureka like fought back. And then Sasha was like, yo girl, I'm apologizing if I came off as harsh. I just said I didn't think, you know, you should have said anything about an eating disorder. Like, that's not cool. And then friggin' Eureka apologizes because she's offended. She doesn't apologize for what she said, she apologizes that Sasha feels offended. So basically taking zero ownership over the tiff. I mean, I definitely agree that she shouldn't make jokes about that, especially if she knows, like, if Valentina actually does have an eating disorder, or they might think it is. It's probably not a nice thing to joke around. I know that the queens read each other, but you don't, like, read someone for something that's, like, actually gonna cause them harm, you know what I mean? So I was, I don't know, Eureka always says a lot of things. I'm like really like this with that girl. It's like, at moments I'm like, yeah, cool, Eureka's cool. And then there's other moments that I'm like, no, girl, no. And this was one of them that I was like, ugh, I wish you just apologized. Just like Valentina and Aja have been arguing and they were able to apologize. Kinda wish Eureka just, it was like, I'm really sorry if that offended you, I'm gonna apologize, you know? But instead she was just really rude about it. Like, if someone's gonna tell you, look, this genuinely offended me, can you please not make jokes about stuff like that? You should apologize. I feel like a drag queen would apologize for that, or any person would or should. So I was a little disappointed with Eureka about that. Again, Eureka isn't somebody that I'm like, she's my number one or number two or number three, but for a little bit there I thought maybe she could be one of the first big queens to win. But I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about her. I really liked her performance, but I also really didn't like her attitude in that situation with Sasha. So this week on the judges panel we have the beautiful Michelle Visage, the beautiful Ross Matthews, the beautiful Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, and the beautiful Naya Rivera, and the ever so beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, the house down boots Mama Ru. And I am like, let's see these naughty 90s. I wish they were naughty 90s. Not naughty 90s, but let's go. And then it was like, over. Could anybody even read the name of what queen was coming out before even seeing what they were wearing? You literally, that was like a waste of a runway. They might as well have just gone out as boys because we really didn't see anything. And it's like a sexy runway. They're in like lingerie and you're giving us this much time? What the hell was the point? Like, I understand sometimes that happens. There has obviously been seasons past that they do stuff like that, but usually they do that to then show us the play or the skit or whatever thing that they had to do. We usually get to see them filming a bit and then we see the product. This was like, we got to see them filming a bit of the product and then we got to see a split second of the runway and then half the queens go and then like there's the critique, but I feel like we really got gypped of seeing what they're wearing. So I'm looking forward to Untucked tomorrow to see what the hell the queens wore. And I can't even comment today on what I thought that they were wearing because realistically I saw like 2 seconds of it. What are they gonna, I'm looking forward to what Raven and Raja are gonna say on Tooting and Booting at Fashion Photo Review, because that'll be the most we get to see about the outfits because there's a split second of seeing them. I really didn't like that. That really annoyed me. Like, it takes them so long to get up in their geesh and then you're gonna give us goose shit? That was nothing. What the hell was that? So the winners this week were Shay and Sasha, which absolutely made sense. No doubt about it. They killed it. And Rue announces that that whole team, Good Morning Bitches, is safe. And then Rue asked them who should go home, and it was basically split 3 ways between Trinity, Peppermint, and Charlie. So, I'm not surprised there. Out of those 3, I would have definitely probably gone with Charlie should go home based on that performance because, I don't know, I feel like Charlie's great, but I mean, actually, I'm saying this based on finishing watching the episode. I would say that Charlie should go home. Prior to that, I actually probably would have gone with Trinity, just based on, like, you know, her dictating who's gonna do what position, her lackluster performance. So yeah, I probably would have said Trinity, but after the episode, I would have been like, Charlie. If you asked me once this episode was done, I'd be like, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Because listen, for the bottom 2 lip syncing for your life, we had Charlie Hides versus Trinity Taylor. Oh, girl. What was that? Have we ever, in the history of Drag Race, had a queen stand up there and kind of lip sync, but mostly just clap their hands and almost be like an audience member watching a single queen lip sync? Because like Trinity Taylor, she turned it out. But Charlie Hides just stood there. She literally gave up. Why did you even go on this show? I'm bothered by the fact I'm very much looking forward to hearing what she has to say in Untucked. And if she says before they go out there, look, I know I'm gonna be in the final 2 and I'm gonna just let you win because I had already decided if I was ever in the bottom 2, I would just go home. I wouldn't try to fight for my life to be here. This is part of the show, is fighting. This is the thing. She says she's not a lip syncing queen. That's fine. Just perform. If you're not quite the lip syncing queen that you're saying you are, I think what she meant more, I don't know, like if she does live performances, then you know how to dance and sing and whatever. So even if you have to pretend that there's a microphone just to get through it because you're used to having your arm in a position that looks like you're holding a microphone, then do your entire lip sync like as if you're in a microphone singing in it. And you can sing out loud. I'm sure it's fine if you actually sing the words of the song, like they're not really gonna hear you, it's a lip sync, but you can still word the song if you need to. But to just stand there like you've literally given up. Even Michelle said it in the runway or the critique that it looked like she gave up. Was it Michelle who said it? Someone said she looked like she gave up before she even like stepped out on the runway. It was just a disappointment. Like, you know, she should have just served it, because here's the thing, that's maybe the only time anyone's gonna ever see Charlie, not everyone, but somebody watching the show, that might be the only time they ever see Charlie lip sync. And if Charlie goes to their town, they're not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I've seen her do other things, but if that was my only reference point to her live performance, I would not buy a ticket to the Charlie show. I'm sorry. That was, let me know in the comments down below if you remember any other season where a queen pulled that shit, because that was like next level giving up. Why even do the lip sync? She should have just been like, you know what, Rue, screw the lip sync. I'll just sacrifice myself and go home. Let's save the music for another day. Like, you know, you think that the people who have already been eliminated this season wouldn't have loved to still be there, and they lip sync to try to stay in the competition. I don't think James Mansfield or Kimora Black would have, you know, laid down and done that. And they'd probably be pissed to find out that one of their sisters, you know, just kind of gave up. So that's not cool. Let me know in the comments down below how you felt about Charlie, you know, just giving up. And also let me know in the comments down below whatever you want to let me know about the show, because starting again next week, what I've done in previous seasons of this For the Love of Drag series, I'm going to be bringing back, which is commenting on one of your comments. I will talk about it in my video next week. From this video that just happened, I will discuss on camera your comment and my thoughts about your comment, and that way it's like we're having an actual dialogue from my mouth, that's my face and my mouth, to your text through the screen. So make sure you leave me a comment down below, because I might choose your comment, and that's great. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because you know you can find me here every single week after an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. And also in the top of my description you will see the link to the show that I'm going to be on called Lip Sync Jungle, which is a drag show that we are currently casting contestants for. So please, 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 please check out that link for the information and send it along, or you know, share it with anybody that you might would find it a thing that they would like to be a part of, because we need contestants right now, and there's going to be a prize and all that fun stuff. So thanks again for watching this video, everyone. Once again, my name's Melissa Strange, and until next time, stay strange.